Continue. Any questions, please ask Arjun, Nazir, Vamshi. We recap the last session yesterday's for 5 to 10 minutes, then continue new topics. Okay, Krishna.
Yeah. Okay. As you guys are able to see my screen now, like this is about entire network architecture. How we going to work with each and every devices and what are the specifications. If you know the details of the device, then only we are able to work on those device, and we'll jump on the investigation and we do those mitigation steps for the attack. So each and everything is involved here, and each and every point is important in network architecture. See, ISP, the internet service provider, provides logs to the end router, and there is a firewall. What is the function of router is find the shortest path to reach the destination. So the logs reach to the router and the firewall. Here is firewall. There are some default rules like network deny, network drop, network hello. There are some rules we pre-configured by the network administrator, not by ourselves. Network administrator will create those rules. But because the network administrator has already some IPs which are need to be whitelisted, which are need to be outgoing and incoming purpose. That means these IPs had a business with the requirement with us, so we need to do allow this IPs under the some ACL rules, access control list. So then it goes to the IPS, intrusion prevention system, and DLP, data loss prevention. This is one of the tool we use to monitor what are the data being monitored, but data being shared through OneDrive or SharePoint, whatever it may be, whether the documents or images, even a single word which is belongs to the client name also, it will be taken care of the DLP tool. Like, there are some tools like Proofpoint, Defenders. So those are some tools we use to monitor on that and switch. And here is the local area network where we used to do the entire monitoring. And this is the endpoint devices: AD, Active Directory, DNS, data domain naming system, DHCP, Dynamic Host Control Protocol, DB, database, proxy, AV, antivirus, SIM, security information event management, okay, applications and file server, exchange servers, everything will be integrated to the SIM. Where integrated means the simple thing, integrated means the AR and devices are connected to the SIM is nothing but a tool. What tools we are right now, we are in market like Algorithm, IBM Curator, ArcSight, Splunk, RSA NetWitness, McAfee, ArcSight. These are the some tools we are going to be used in our daily investigation purpose. Okay, these are the basic introduction of network architecture. Now coming to the deep. What are the servers lines in this? Like there are servers like Active Directory. Active Directory nothing but each and every employee. It is centralized storage, and it is information like each and every authentication and authorization servers from the way Windows based computers. That means authentication and authorization. Authentication means again what you have, what are you, what have been, what work you are doing, what you know. Everything comes on Active Directory. Coming to the Active Directory, there figure will be like this. Image Active Directory. Okay, this is the basic figure of Active Directory. See, as you can see, each and everything will be interlinked with this Active Directory, because what work we are doing, what responsibilities we have, which role we have, which domain we belongs to, what work, when we join, when we going to exit, when we going to be permanent, everything will be under Active Directory. That means when you try to enter in any organization, there will be Active Directory server. There we enter register. Everything will be shared here. See, Windows server, Windows clients, how many clients, Windows user, other devices, what will be the what were e-commerce devices we have, e-commerce website we have. Everything will be registered under the Active Directory. Okay, next.
One more thing, Nazir, Krishna, Arjun. Yeah? All the employee details will be stored in Active Directory. Nazir, let's say Nazir starting in XYZ company. So Nazir, what is Nazir first name, last name, date of birth, which department he's working, and which laptop he gonna use. Okay, who is his line manager? All the data and number of times he is logging into the computers, number of times he is exiting from the computer. So let's say Nazir login night 2 o'clock. So that will record in Active Directory. Okay, so Nazir log in night 2 o'clock and he logged out around 4 o'clock. So everything recorded in the Active Directory. Okay, clear Nazir? Okay, okay, Krishna.
Yeah, sure. Next, that belongs to server lane. And another server lane is application server. Application server is nothing but it has an okay, it has an application set to maintain separate employee database. That means, see, I am the person who belongs to the HR department. That means I am the employee of HR department team. That means under my name, there will be some domain like HR department. Under like Arjun, there will be some domain like finance department. Why? Because the person is belongs to the finance department. He has a customer data. That means it will be separate data for each and every employee. That means how many domains are there, how many persons are working under the domain. That comes under the application server. It is a program that handles all the application programmings between users and organization. Who is the users here? I'm one of the user and Arjun is one of the user. I belongs to the HR department and Arjun belongs to the finance department. We had a separate database for each and every employee in the organization. That comes under the application server. Okay. Next, file server. File server means what? It is a centralized storage to maintain data files. What data I need? Say, I'm belongs to HR department. What data I need? I need HR data only, not finance data. Why? Because I'm not here to check or interpret with the finance department database. I'm here to access the data files only. Which data files? HR data files only. Why? Because I had rights. I had a rights, and I'm working for under organization under the HR department only. So I had a that means I had a login for HR department data files only. If I try to enter into finance department data files, no, it will throw me error, invalid user or password is incorrect, because I don't have access for that. Again, that log will be generated in SIM tool. Again, the SIM person will ask me, why you trying to log in with finance department files? They will ask me a simple question, why you trying to log in? Are you trying any malware activity? That means that directly they will find me, or if it is serious means they will find me. Okay, in such a way that file server belongs to the data files which are across the network. You can share the files. Okay, next, Exchange server. Exchange server means it is a popular Microsoft Exchange server with deals with the program of Microsoft Outlet. That means for example, I'm a person using Gmail that belongs to the Google. Yahoo Mail is belongs to the Microsoft server. So here a person who are exchanging the mails from one place to another place. Maybe my client using Outlet. Maybe one of my client using Outlet. So our organization using Gmail. So we need the Exchange server for that to exchange the communication between the client and organization. Okay. Next, DNS. What DNS stands for? Domain naming system. See, it resolves the host name into the IP address, like a phone book. For example, as I mentioned yesterday, I had Arjun Sornani. I know his name, so I can I forward his mobile number, so I can check with Arjun Sornani in phone book. There will be number. If I remember phone number means I can easily identify his Arjun Sornani name. So in such a way that it works with the host name. See, www.example.com is one example I'm trying to search with an DNS resolver. If it is there, then definitely it will give me the immediate result. If it is not there, it will jump to the root server. Root server also check. The Arjun is asking about example.com. Is there any availability right now in our web page? If it will check it, there will be also, it is not there means again it will go into the root DNS resolver. And it will be top level domain servers. That means top level DLD, top level domain server. It will check like .com, .in, .org, .net. Everything will be stored under here. That he will check with those web pages. It will also not damage. It will again jump into the again jump into the root server, then it will check entire details of the user. If it is there means entire web pages of example.com. Is there any web page like for example www.example.com, www.linkedin.example.com, www.orkut.example.com, every web page which contains example.com, it will be delivered to the user machine. Okay, then user will click what the link he required, then it will store into the server. If the second time if we entered again example.com, that will be stored in cache memory, so that immediately it will give reply to the user in the web page. So in this way it works on DNS server, DNS systems, domain naming systems. Port number of DNS will be 53. Okay, next DHCP. What is DHCP? DHCP means if you had a permanent IP, that means assume that you had a permanent IP. You need to communicate with one person only, not in multiple persons. So you are here to communicate with one person only. So on immediate basis, if you had an IP address, okay, or default gateway or subnetwork or gateway subnetworking, everything will be under the circumstance of those IPs. That belongs to static IPs. That means we had to communicate with those person only. We do not communicate with other persons. So that belongs to the static. Now what is the dynamic host configuration protocol? What it means, it will be assigned automatically. If you are if you have ISP providers, it will be automatically assigned IP address to you. Then we can do work with this IPs. That means we can randomly chart, or we can do anything on based on this. See, the DHCP has under name called DORA, discovering, offering, request, acknowledge. It will discard is that based on our MAC address, it will discard the IPs, and the DHCP server will offer some IPs to laser time. Then it will be connected. Then acknowledgement, then request will be generated using our IP address and MAC address, and again DHCP server responds with acknowledgement. Okay, done. You can use this IP. Done. That's it. The entire process will be dynamically distributed IPs. It will distributedly dynamical IPs to the clients which are connected to the DHCP server. Okay. Next. Okay, and the port number for DHCP server is 67 and 68. 67 is used for clients. 67 is used for 67 is used for server side, and 68 is used for client side. Okay, 68 is client and 67 is for server side. Antivirus. What antivirus will do? Antivirus nothing but it is application used to install in a computer to clean the malware. What are the function? What are the actions of antivirus? It can delete, it can clean, it can delete, it can quarantine the files. After the scanning of the files, the entire file will be scanned, but the file will remain the same. The infected will be removed by the antivirus. That means it entire infection file will be removed and will be deleted or quarantined based on the functions we used. What are the ongoing two types of antivirus? What are the two types of antivirus? On access real time. That means it will be automatically works on the background of antivirus. On demand means it will be manually scanned. Okay, smart scan means it is most of suspicious activity to be identified or infected. Those files can be on smart scan. Okay, this is the antivirus, and vendors of antivirus is McAfee or Symantec. Okay, types of antivirus that is not important for you, just explanation is enough. And firewall, how firewall works, as a firewall has a how firewall works how firewall works. The firewall works, the wall. What are the purpose of wall here in our house? See, to protect from sunlight, to protect from rain, to protect from unwanted persons to enter into house. That's the purpose of wall. Here also same purpose of wall. Firewall is nothing but a unwanted IPs which are and trying to enter in your organization, that will be protected by the firewall. For our wall, we are protecting with door, locks, everything, no. But in company's firewall, it will be protected by the rules. What rules? Like network allow, network deny, network drop. Those rules. There are few different rules. Like network drop means the attacker who is trying to enter through his IP, it will be dropped then and there. Deny means the acknowledgement will get acknowledged. That means reset packet. There is a firewall. Be ready with there is a firewall, so you cannot enter into this firewall. That means acknowledgement packet will be sent to the attacker in dinner rule. Network elements, it will allow the IPs which are being whitelisted. Okay, next. What are the ACL rules on this? Like it works on it. It does allow or block the any traffic. What are the any traffic, like which ports it works on? 80443. Okay, next it works on ACL rules. What are the ACL rules again? Internal to internal, internal to external, external to internal. These are the three rules are most important in ACL. That means internal to internal means I and Arjun works in both IBM, so we can chat immediately without any firewall. Why? Because we are internal employees only. So internal external means I belongs to IBM and Arjun belongs to Accenture, but we working for single client. So we need to communicate. I'm deploying one code that need to be tested by the Arjun in Accenture. So I need to transfer this entire code to the Arjun. So Arjun will test then and there, and he will revert me back with the errors in the program. So I will revert again to his message. So we are communicating. Because of why we are communicating, we had a single client to work with. If we don't have client, we don't have any clientness, then and there we immediately we no need to communicate. No, that means the firewall rule will be dropped. If we had communication, if we had a client means hello. Okay, for example, now Arjun and me communicating. Okay, now we end up we just had a section and we had disconnect. That means our client has been disconnected with the two companies. That means you don't have engagement with our clients. Now still we need to allow those IPs to internal to external. No need. Then immediately our network admin will disconnect our IPs through firewall. That means the IPs will not allowed into the outside of the organization. Why? Because no, the we disconnected with our client. That means we don't have any client requirement right now, so we disconnected. Again, if the same client came to us and asking, okay, we are need to be work with two companies, that means again the network assign will assign those IPs. It will fraction of seconds only, not it takes not more than 2 to 3 hours. It takes around 10 to 15 minutes only. Why? Because we had already those IPs which are being communication. So we will whitelist those IPs and we'll call the rule into the firewall. Then firewall will check with the rule and IPs which are need to be whitelisted. Those IPs will be allow from the our firewall and enter into the Accenture firewall, and their network admin also will take care of those things also. Okay, those comes under the ACL rules. Next, types of like there are some stateful inspector firewall, packet firewall. This was some type of firewalls. No need of that much. And vendors like Cisco ASA is mandatory, like FortiGate. Okay, these are the some. What? But then, what is the function of IPS and IDS? IPS means intrusion prevention system. IDS means intrusion detection system. IDS is used worldly, and IPS using currently. Both the function of IPS and IPS do same thing, but there is a little bit different. IDS is detect. It detects only, but it need human interaction. Hi Krishna, I detected one virus. Come and delete. Come and check and delete it. Delete the virus. IPS tells me. Whereas IPS, it checks and deletes the message and tells me there is one suspicious activity. I just noted and I just blocked the entire activity. That's when I just blocked the entire activity. That's it. That means that it will be no impact on our business. Yeah. IPS monitor prevents a network or system from malware activities or policy violations. Everything will be taken care by the IPS only. Okay. Host IPS, network IPS, okay, network IDS, host IDS, everything will be same. Okay, what the function it will do? It performs deep packet inspection. Why? Because in order to take care of entire suspicious activity, it will do deep packet inspection. Packet is the example of which layer again. So we need to take care of one OSA layer. Again, we need to talk here OSA layer. Packet is example of which layer? Network layer. Okay, and it works on layer 3 and layer 4. Layer 3 and layer 4, which layer it will be? OSA layer. That means transport layer and network layer. Again, this IPS and IDS works on those layer 3 and layer 4. Okay, so you need to take your entire OSA layer also. You need to buy out the entire OSA layer also. Next, WAF. What is the function of WAF again? WAF also same, web application firewall. This is one of the firewall which were used for WAP applications. That means here I will let you know one example. Before company I used to work with WAF also. Like I used to work in WAF also. Like we had a good bot and bad bots. What is mean by good bots and bad bots? See, if I try to enter, okay, there will be some HCC status codes 200. Okay, the attacker tries to enter. See, my previous client is belongs to the one of the American client, and it works on telephone communication. Okay, telecommunication purpose. Like we used to enter. That means our domain will belongs to the public, and we had a private IPs also. Private IPs will not be known to the public. So the user try to enter with using some malware scripts, no, their bots will be entered through web application only. So if the good bots will enter into the web, and bot bots will be then and there, it will be dropped there in the firewall. That alerts will be triggered in web application also, web tool. Okay, then I used to check with what are the good bots and how many users are trying to enter through web. If it is a suspicious activity, no, then and there I will ask the network team to block this particular IP trying to enter. If it is good bot, no, I will take it see, I will not take it that much of seriously, but I will keep those IPs in monitor purpose for next time purpose. So these good bots and bad bots will be in WAF also. Okay, okay, next. Next. Next, email gateway. What email gateway works on? It scans only SMTP port 25 only. It scans the traffic port number 25. It has unwanted mails filtering rules. That means we can filter using the which mails we need, which mails are unwanted, so we can filter based on that spam filtering rules also. It works on file filtering based on the size, name, type, date. We can filter based on that. We can do whitelist or blacklist sender receiver domains also. So it has AV module also. It has a delete, clean, quarantine. Everything will be in the email script solutions also, like Proofpoint. Okay, those comes under the those vendors. Okay, this is about the network architecture. Anyone has any concerns, please let me know, so that I will retake the particular section once again.
Can you please explain one more time IDS and IPS?
Yeah, sure. See, simple thing. Just remember that right now we are having with IPS only. The function of IPS and IDS this is intrusion prevention system and intrusion detection system. The main purpose of IPS is to prevent. It will prevent the entire malware activity or suspicious activity, policy violations. Everything will be taken care by IPS only. That means IPS has a capable of dealing with suspicious activity or malware activity, any policy violations. Everything will be taken care by the IPS only. It does not need any human interaction. That means the IPS will take care instead of human interaction. That means if you install IPS in the organization, no, it will take care. That means if attacker tries to enter your firewall, no, enter into organization, no, maybe attacker compromised firewall. Okay, after firewall, IPS will take care of the entire action. That means IPS will look into the entire deep packet inspection. It will check, is there any malware activity in the script, in the packet. If the packet entered, no, that means firewall allowed the action. That means the firewall allowed the packet through firewall. So next step, it will be entered into the IPS or IDS, anything. Okay, first we'll talk about IPS. Then there it will checks deep packet inspection which came through firewall. It will check, is there any script, is there any script containing any malware activities like virus, trojan, everything activities there, or any policy violations which been triggered, which will already confirmed in IPS. Any policy violations are there, everything will be taken care by the IPS. Okay. Next, the major function of IPS is to identify what it will identify: malware activities. Okay, collection of all activities. That means like what activities, like firewall contains some rules. If that rules will even be in IPS also. Okay, report any attempt is, it will block. If we find any suspicious, no, then and there it will be block the entire activity. The entire packet will be dropped. The entire packet will be stopped or blocked in IPS. In coming to the IDS, no, IDS, it will same functionality. It will also deep scan the packet. It will also check with the layer 3 and layer 4 about transport layer and network layer also. But it will check only activity. But we need to jump into the IPS. We need to jump into the alert. We need to take care of that alert. We need to do investigate. Okay, we need to do investigate. If it is true positive, we need to raise the ticket based on that. But whereas IPS, no, here also it will do activity, but it will stop. But we need to jump on the IPS also. We need to check why it was stopped. Is there any policy violations, maybe any misconfigurations, or truly attack has been happened? Then we need to check what are the packets dropped in the firewall. Those alerts we need to check in IPS. In IDS, no, it will not stop. It will not do anything. It will tells us, Krishna, come and deal with this attack. Then again we need to jump and again we need to check entire activity. Am I clear with this, or need more clarity on this?
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone, any concerns, please? Nazir, Vamsi, Raz, Arjun. Any concern about network architecture? Why? Because network architecture is one of the main topic. The interview wants to know what vendors you are using previous organization. If we hired, can you work on immediate basis without any KT? Then such questions will be raised by the HR. Okay. Next, you know, today I'll let you know some roles and responsibilities. Okay, what is roles and responsibilities in the stock analyst or stock experts or SMEs? Okay, we are here to analyze the alerts 24 by 7 based on run books, playbooks, SOPs. Okay, I'll let you know what is run book, playbook, SOP also. Okay, now first, alerts which are triggered, that usually followed by the run books or playbooks or SOP, standard operation procedures. Okay, raise the ticket if it is valid. That means we need to raise the ticket. If it is true positive, we need to raise the ticket, and we need to do investigate, and we need to raise to the concerned departments, whether the IP, whether the ticket belongs to Windows admin, Windows person, or network person, cloud person, which person, the ID, the ticket which belongs to which person, we need to raise to the concerned person. Okay. Next, follow up the incident with the recommendations and mitigations and remediations. That means if one alert got taken, no, we need to check. We need to check and we need to give our analysis on that on that IP or incident. Okay, we need to give incident, like what we need to give, we need to keep our inputs. What we are here to monitor. No, we are monitored. What do you check in the alert? What you have found? Any suspicious activity? Just take the note and give recommendations also. Mitigation steps. Next time it will should not trigger. So give mitigation. We need to give mitigation steps on that also. Next, if it is went to the SM, then also we need to do deep dive investigation. Okay, and we need to assist those incident also to close the incident. We raise the ticket, we are responsible for the raising the ticket and closing the ticket also. If you raise the ticket is under your name. Until it close, it will be under my name only. So it is my responsibility to close the ticket. We need to do follow-ups. Okay, if it is stuck in one phase, no, we need to follow up other mails. Okay, for example, I'm saying I got one alert saying that multiple login failures. Okay, now I just did an investigation and found that Nazir doing the multiple login failures. Now Nazir was in holiday trip. He just tried 2 to 4 times, and he got logged off with password, log out to enter his account, and on immediate basis he went to the holiday trip next day. Next day he went to holiday. Now I am the person who's sitting in the SOC group, and I found that Nazir did 5 login failures. After that, account was locked out. Okay. Now Nazir was not in online. Now I just compose one mail to Nazir. Hi Nazir, how are you? Hope you're fine. I found multiple logins and the time frame. I will mention a time frame also. Time frame. Why? Because it's mandatory to mention the time frame. Okay. And this is the location. And this is the username. This is the IP address you're trying to enter from source to destination. Is that you? Please let me know. But Nazir did not reply me back. Why? Because he is an offline. Now what I will do? The ticket was opened under my name. Now I need to monitor. Now I need to follow up those mails. So I will check for 1 2 days. If it continuously getting alerts, no, then I will keep this as on priority. Okay, on 2 days back it got triggered 4 to 5 alarms, 4 to 5 login failures, and like it was not getting. I can assume that I will check in Teams. Teams are direct call to Nazir. He is not responding and he is
Hello, hello, Krishna. Just 1 second. Okay, Krishna, you connected back. So just connection lost. Hello, Krishna. Krishna, I can't hear you. You just lost the connection. 1 second, Vamshi. He lost the connection. Hello.
Yeah, I'm audible to you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry for that. It was laptop was automatically restarted and it get notification.
Vamshi, can you hear us? Yes. Vamshi. Okay, fine. Okay, Krishna, continue.
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. Any questions? Any questions, Varshmi, Arjun, Nazir? No. Okay, Nazir, no. Arjun? No. Vamshi? Okay. Okay, Krishna, fine.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Now coming to the roles and responsibilities. Okay. Roles and responsibilities of a SOC analyst or senior analyst, everything will be covered here. Why? Because no, we are here to cover, okay, roles. What are the roles? If the company had a senior executive security analyst, okay, or SME or team lead, okay, based on our resume format, they will hire us. So we need to here to analyze what the roles we are working for. We need to understand what roles we are working right now. So as right now we are 24/7 security monitoring purpose only, whether it is a senior role or consultant or associate, whatever it may be, we are here to 24/7, 24/7 only. Okay. Next, alerts which are getting triggered, okay, that should be followed by the run book or playbook or SOP, standard operation procedure. What is standard operation procedure or run book or playbook? See, if you're getting one incident attack, okay, if you're getting one attack, that need to be followed by the procedure only. We are here to not follow our wish. There are some rules need to be followed in each and every organization. That means they had a standard procedure. That means there will be already some predefined procedure that need to be taken care by us only. Why? Because no, if the alert got triggered and we are here to monitor and we do investigate on that, if you take around more than 30 to 40 minutes, no, it is waste of time. But the document will be provided by the organization, that is called SOP or run book or playbook. Okay. By using that document, we need to do step by step procedure. First, send the incident under your name. First step. Second step, do investigation. Third step, followed by the L2s or L3s or SMEs. Then raise the ticket based on your proofs. Send ticket to the concerned department. That the steps will be followed. That there will be some procedure to be followed. Those incidents, no need to worry. Those incidents will be provided by the organization itself only. So okay, SOP or run book or playbook only. Okay. Then next, if the incident belongs to the Windows person, okay, if the incident belongs to the Windows person, no, we need to take care entire incident investigation report and forward to the Windows assembly. Windows are same. Why? Because he will be there here to deep dive the incident and take care by the entered incident until ticket was closed. Okay? Next, incident recommendation or mitigations or remediations need to be assigned, need to be worked on by L1 or L2, L3 or SMEs. Everything will be taken care by the incident itself only. Okay. Next, SOPs or procedure need to be followed. Maintenance or any modification or maintenance or improvement, everything will be taken care by the SMEs, L3s, L2s. Everyone will taken care of those things. Troubleshoot of SIM health issues, if there any issues will be taken care, like one device was not pushing its logs to the sim tool, then there will be health problem with the checkup though, so immediately we need to check the health checkup of the those devices. Okay. Installation, upgradation, updation of the sim, everything need to be done by the L3s and L2s, SMUs. Okay. Logs working issues. Okay. One log issues or log source issues, everything need to be taken. Correlation rules, dashboards, reports, everything need to be taken care. Okay. And next, installation and building of rules. Okay. For SMEs, L2s, L3s, analysts, we need to take care of those incidents. Okay. Involving multiple teams, like multiple teams means we have an architecture. I'll let you know architecture also, like we have multiple teams. Forensic investigation team, VAPT team, vulnerability team, penetrating testing team, malware team. There are some teams, I'll let you know this section also. Okay. We need to take care those teams also. Okay. Next, create run books or playbooks. Okay. Shift roster, everything will be taken care by this team only. Next, we had different SOC modules also, different SOC modules. Now I'll share you.
Nazir, Arjun, Vamshi, and Faras. I will take one session on the roles and responsibilities and what are the roles we have. So, while we come to the end of the classes, so before we go into the market, before 2 weeks, so I will take the complete session. Okay, what are the roles? What is our responsibility? Where to apply the jobs, and how to talk, how to crack the interviews. So I will take 2 sessions on this. Okay, okay, that's fine. That's one question.
Yeah, sure. Okay. We had an different SOC modules. What comes under modules? Like three types of modules are there. In-house SOC, that means everything will be in-house only, like dashboards, monitors, servers, everything will be clients, everything will be in-house only. And that means own SOC, people's process technologies, everything will be managed in people's within the organization only. That comes under in-house SOC. Okay. Next, MSSP, managed security service provider, or MSP, that means managed security provider. I'll show you the picture also. See, it will be like this. That means entire thing will be connected with VPN only, virtual private network. That means again, see, MSSP, managed security service provider, or MSP, managed security providers. That means there will be two types again: dedicated SOC and shared SOC. Two types again. Dedicated SOC means entire team of peoples will survey work with client only. That means, for example, Arjun, Nazir, myself, we both belongs to the client side only. We work for the client, and that means we'll go to the client location and we work from there itself. That means we three people belongs to the IBM only. But client requirements, that means entire SOC team will be in client only, dedicated SOC. That means the people who are work with client side only. The client typically owns the technologies. That means the client has his own SOC room. He has one SOC room. In SOC room there will be monitors, displays, Everything will be servers, everything will be in client side only. So we need to go to the client room, we need to go to client location, and we need to work from there, and we need to connect with VPN, virtual private network. Okay. Shared SOC means the peoples will be monitored from logs which are from various clients. We had various clients now, so we will module from some locations will with the data centers, DC data centers. Okay, we'll work on different locations. Hybrid means both in-house and SFP mixed with both. Okay, these are three types of SOCs. Next, SLA. What is mean by SLA? Service level agreement. What is service level agreement? Okay, SLA stands for service level agreement. Okay, in SOC, most of the SOC team will be identify reporting and analysis of malware activities only. Here we are here the SOC peoples. Here we need to monitor and activity check with suspicious activity only. But how do you know how do we prioritize which one is a priority and which one is less priority? But here it will be some identification to identify which is priority, which is not priority. P1, P2, P3, P4. P1 is high priority. We need to do within 30 minutes. That means within 30 minutes we need to come, we need to assign the ticket, we need to do investigate, we need to keep mitigation steps on the incident report which were taken from the alert. We need to forward those tickets to the concerned departments. We need to close the ticket on priority within 30 minutes. That means bridge call. We can call it as war room. See, P1 incident, no, in some incident, in some organization. I used to work in one organization, no. In that organization, we had a war room. What is mean by war room again? If any incident comes on high priority, 90 to 100, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Any incident under range of 90 to 100, no, that will be considered as P1. That means ticket need to be raised immediately and ticket need to be closed within 30 minutes. Okay, if my previous organization one ticket came like this, okay, on priority, at that time I was in P1, like I was in L1 and less low. Okay, then I mean associates, I was associate, one of the associates. So I took the entire investigation report on document and went to the call room, war room. One second. Okay, on immediate I went to the war room and made a bridge call to network analyst and the person who made the mistake, that person and his manager and my manager, my team lead, everyone will be in the call. Team lead will handle the bridge call on priority. Then he will raise the ticket and he will close then and there itself. Why? Because it is on priority. On immediate base, we need to close the ticket within 30 minutes. So that is the important of P1. P1 need to be care more cautious. P2 means 1 hour. Ticket can be raised within 1 hour. That means
ఓకేనా
80 to
వెయిటింగ్
90.
టైం ఉంది
Those
దుబాయ్లో
tickets 1 hour.
ఓకేనా
Based on this, every organization will be changed. Some organization will keep P0, P1, P2, P3. Some organization they will be reverse descending order, ascending order. Some organization. Okay. P2 1 hour, P3 2 hours, P3 one and a half hour, 3 hours. Everything will be done like 30, 1 hour, 1.5 hour, like that. Okay, depends upon our company rules. They will modify according to the incident. Okay, that comes under the SLA, service level agreement. Okay, am I clear with this or need
is it clear? This is very
more clarity
important
you want
points.
to
Nazir, for us, what is SLS?
Please could you put more time this topic?
Okay, we'll repeat once.
Sorry, who's this?
It's for us.
Yeah.
He said
What,
repeat.
what do you need?
He said repeat once again.
Yeah, sure. Okay. See, nothing. SLA, service level agreement. Based on this, every organization. See, we are not new to the organization. First thing, remember that we are not new to the organization. Why? Because organizations already established 30 to 40 years back only. They have some procedure If the alert came, is this need to be done on priority. We need to take care of those documents, and we need to monitor, and we need to close the ticket then and there itself. Okay, that is comes under playbook or SOP, standard operation procedure. SOP. In every operation, there will be SOPs. We had a right to ask the SOPs also. Any team lead or manager, we had right to ask any. Can you please share me the SOP so that I can check it and work on with those incidents? We can ask. Okay, that comes on SOP. Okay, next SLA. What is the SLA for P1? We can ask 30 minutes. In some occasion, it will be 50 minutes. 15, 1, 5. That means P1 is high priority. P1 comes under the high priority. Within 30 minutes, 30, within 30 minutes, we need to do investigate, and we need to keep recommendations, and we need to go mitigations, and the ticket need to be raised to the concerned departments, and the concerned team should be close the ticket then and there itself only. If it is true positive, means the entire organization will be impacted in attacker hands only. So within high priority, whether it is true false or false positive also, we need to, if it is triggered, maybe triggered a misconfiguration, maybe so we need to do on priority. Maybe the integration part is misconfigured, so we need to check on priority P1. If the alert got status, there will be some status 90 to 100 P1, 80 to 90 P2, 70 to 80 P3. Okay, rest of the things 0 to 60, 0 to 50, it will be like P4. Okay, we need to take in based on logarithm. I'm saying, like we had an IBM curator, RSA net witness. RSA net witness, there will be high, low, medium, critical, high, medium, low. In RSA net witness, in logarithm there will be P1, P2, P3, P4. Critical, high, medium, low. P1 means critical, P2 means high, P3 means medium, P4 means low. Okay, in again coming to the IBM curator, there will be status bar, red, red, yellow, orange. That means if it is high red means critical, low medium means it will be like orange only. Then based on the colors, we need to check with it high priority P1, P2, P3. Clear?
Clear for us?
Need more clarity on this?
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Fine now. Thank you.
So we need to know only what is P1, P2, P3 alerts and investigations. How we do when we need to close. So these alerts classes we're gonna learn in coming classes. Okay, sim tools, whatever Krishna is saying, sim tools we're gonna see in future classes lively.
Yeah, if I had any chance, next week or upcoming week, I'll show you the tool also. One of my person is getting into the call, and he will share the entire live logarithm tool. He will share the entire live logarithm tool, so that you can understand what is the view of logarithm, and how we need to check with the entire logs, how he creates one ticket. So I will take the entire logarithm tool, sim tool, one of the sim tool.
Okay, so any questions so far? Krishna, sorry, Vamshi, Nazir, Arjun. No, okay. So before we start
Next.
another Krishna, shall we take a break?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we'll join in next to 10 minutes. Please come
Okay,
up with
sure.
some
Thank you.
questions, Arjun, Nazir, Vamshi. So if you do not understand, please ask us repeat one more time. Okay. Okay, and see you in 10 minutes.